Alright, welcome back, guys. We have a village coming into fruition. I don't know why I said that, but I built some trees, 3 of them to be exact. So I built one over here, and one over here. These ones are both 2 trees. Actually, I think they're all 2 trees. So that one, there's that tree, and then I built one on top of that one. This one down there, and then this long one up here. Same thing on this one as well. But I needed to stop myself before I finished these because I need to show you the other elements. So bridges and the little huts in the trees. So the hut consists of a 6-block long side, and it's a circular-ish, just the corners are cut out. So 6 blocks, 6 blocks. This one's a little bit longer on this side just because the bridge worked out that way. So I bridged over from this corner, like I told you. So bridged over and then came to here, and then it worked out that I just needed to add a block over here to make it work better. But to build this house, you build around, and then you can cut out 3 blocks from the tree trunk itself. I usually try not to cut out anything from the trees, but for these houses you need some space inside. So we'll use jungle tree logs so it fits in. Place 1 on these, so right here. So you leave the 2 blocks on the outside and then 2 blocks inside. This will be a window, so I'll place some right there. Same thing right here. These are going to be pretty simple just because you can't build anything too complex in a tree. This one's a little bit longer, so we'll just do that. Make a nice long window. And on these corners, you want to get your wood planks and just fill in right there. So like that. And then over here, we need to do the same thing. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then our wood plank. Let's see, how are we going to do this? I think maybe just use some wood right there and wood right there. And right there. Yeah, it's going to be kind of awkward just because it's a corner connection. This one over here is going to be straight on, so it's going to work out a lot easier. So it just goes straight. But this corner connection one, I chose to, instead of going straight into the house from the bridge, I built this little outer area that you can go in. It's like a little balcony, but I'll explain those in a second. So over here, once you have your basic area laid out, you build the roof. So you just fill in with wood planks. Fill in with wood planks all the way around. Here's going to be kind of odd looking, but like I said, can't really avoid it. So there you go. Just trying to give you guys a little variety on how to build these. Oh, I need one more right there. Right there. So like that, and then surround it with your half blocks. Oh. And since this one was so close to the tree canopy, the leaves, I didn't do an upper. Here, I'll show you. I usually do a little ring of stairs up there just so it's like connected. But since this one's right next to the tree canopy, I chose not to. And under here, place some half blocks out to just under the, or just before you get to the edge. So place those. Hopefully this isn't running too long. I'm trying to keep this concise, but like I said, there's so much to build and show you guys. And hopefully this all makes sense to you guys. There we go. And then actually we'll do another ring right here with just like that. So then it's like that one's attached on the bottom. Alright. So yeah, that is the basic little tree hut that I use. This one up here is an actually square one. This one, as I said, that one poked out a little bit further for the bridge. But this one, I can show you guys how I build these bridges. I like making them kind of sag like an actual bridge would. So to build this, I started with some stairs. If you're doing a parallel, is that what I want to say? A straight one instead of a diagonal. I like using stairs at first, so then you get the most sag out of them. So like, we go down, let's say 3 more. So like, this is the third one. So like that. So it's drooping the most right there, and then it has to droop a little bit less. So then I will place some right there, and then place another block like that. And then we'll place half block right there. So steep, and then a little bit less steep. And then let's hit the bottom right here. So like that. So the midpoint of the bridge, the lowest sag point, is going to be a little bit longer than the other portions, just because that's going to be where it's the most flat. So over here, let's say, go down that, and then same thing, except don't delete that block, go like that, so like that. Does that look alright? Here, maybe let's extend that one, and then, oh wait, I'll just go like that. Yeah, okay. And now, that looks kind of funny right there. This one, you've got that nice curve, so you want to keep this curve. So you want to make this bridge as skinny as possible without making it look funny. So having just a half slab looks kind of funny, so we're going to put upside down half slabs underneath the other half slabs so that it has a nice curve like that. So anywhere you have half slabs, put half slabs underneath them so they look a little bit better. Same with stairs. A half slab underneath will make it look a little bit better than if it's just connected by a little corner. So then like that. Ta-da! Now we have our own little sagging bridge to this hut. And now in this hut, I did a little bit different. It's I might just have to switch this around, but this was just kind of a test, and it looks really good. I did a spiral staircase on it. It looks really cool. It's like a little corkscrew on the tree. So this is going to be one of the ways you can get up into the tree village. I'm going to continue this down all the way to the floor, and then we'll have a road connecting somewhere. But to spiral these, it's really easy. If you can't tell already, just place a block, and then over here you place one underneath and destroy the top one. Over here, place one, place underneath, destroy. So then you just keep going down like that. It's easier to go down than up, so if I'm going up, I'd place one, except I'd have to place up there to place that one. And then this one, oh, see, this is a little bit difficult. You have to place them kind of oddly. Instead of when you're going down, you can just place, place, go under, destroy, place, go under, destroy. Just flows a little bit better. But anyway, that's how you make the spiral staircase, and then I just spiraled up into the house right there, which won't be a house, it'll just be kind of a building to house the stairs, and then you can go across to the main area for the village. And over here, so corner bridges are a little bit cumbersome, just because you have to do it kind of funny. I do 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, just so you have enough room to walk down it, and it looks good. So block, half block, block, half block, and then when you're wanting to get it a little bit longer, when it's approaching that flat point, so it's going down just half block, block, half block, block, and then I extend it a little bit so there's a little bit longer of thing. Instead of just being 3, I added another 2 of blocks, and then did the 3, and then same thing right here, and then added 2. So it just made it a little bit more of a gradual curve. And over here, this is going to actually have furniture in it. So instead of having like this one over here, how there's that big old cutout for the stairs right there, we can't really put anything in there now. So for here, I just cut out a hole next to the trunk, and then you go down some vines. I may make ladders instead, but this works. Oh, whoops, just screwed myself. Just put ladders in. Alright, so yeah, ladders, and then down to the spiral staircase instead of having the spiral staircase inside the thing. This way you have less of an opening. So now we can go down these vines, and now we're in here. Oh, screw myself over there too. Alright, and now we've got a smaller area. I think this will be like a bedroom, kind of a private bedroom. We'll put beds in there, and then you can climb up into the living area up here. Put like, I don't know, chairs or something, like a kitchen. And then you can walk out to the main village. It's like that. It's going to be fairly primitive housing for all these guys, but hopefully it looks good. Alright, that's it for this little portion. How about we move on to... Let's do this long area. So I want to extend, like I said, I left this open, so I'll build a bridge over to this one, and then build a bridge over, let's see, corner. I might make this one a little bit bigger and then just build a straight one over to this one, and then connect something right here and then go over to these. So this will be like a little bit longer of an extension. Instead of just one bridge to a thing, it'll be a couple connecting bridges to different houses. So I will build most of this, and if anything comes up that I need to show you guys, I'll stop and show you. So I will see you in a second. Alright guys, welcome back. Let's see, okay, actually I need to add a block right here. But there we go. So off of this little pod group, I went over here. So this whole entire area is just a mixture of what I've already done. I'm going to show you everything that I've done, but I can't really give you any more details just because it'll be different for where you're building. But I can give you some ideas on how to transition to different areas. So right here, instead of building a little hut right here, I just did a platform. I might change it to add half blocks around the edge like those, but for now it's like this. And then I just went around this tree and then added another bridge over to this little hut. As well as, so there's no way to get up into this one right there. There's a way to get up into the tree village over there, and that's it. So I decided to add another way to get in on this little area right here. So spiral staircase that goes up and then ends up here. So you just walk out and then you can go up into the main area, or you can go over here. So then there's this hut, same exact thing as the other ones I showed you. Windows, doorway, and then instead of a window over here, I put some stairs into another small platform because there's two trees right next to each other. I don't know really why I did stairs up, but it just seemed kind of cool at the time. So here I've got another platform without a roof, and then a straight shot bridge. This one's a little bit longer. So yeah, stairs, and then I get a bit longer with half blocks, and then a flat portion, more half blocks into this one. And then over here, this is a much larger area. So there's a tree right here that goes up that I cut out a middle portion. I was going to put a house here, but I was looking at these surrounding trees, and I was like, this is going to be kind of awkward. So I made it a little bit larger. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Instead of 3 out, it is 5. And then I put in this little middle portion, so it's not all connected or anything. It's just a tiny platform with a little pavilion type thing in the middle. And then stairs up there, half blocks. Alright, and then over here, so I made it this large so that I could do a little diagonal one right here to a split that goes off into this house, which will be furnished, and then it splits off over to a platform here. I didn't want to do a house here because I thought that was kind of lame to just have a bunch of houses and do the exact same thing. So I really suggest switching it up. So here, instead of just going straight into a house, I did a little tiny platform with a spiral staircase that goes up into this house. And I did the same thing as over there. I didn't want to have a large cutout in the floor, so I stopped early and then made a ladder into the actual house. So then it's like this. So yeah, that works awesome. Have a little ladder down to your spiral staircase, and then I need to get rid of some of these vines because you accidentally climb them too easy. But then you go spiral down, and then here you have your area. It's kind of hard to talk about this stuff. It's really just kind of trial and error. I tried at first making a house and it looked lame, so I cut out the house, put back in the logs, and then spiraled up and made a house clear up here. And that added just some variety, and it looks cool. Oh, as well as, so here's that, and then this large platform also branches off into a spiral staircase that goes up into, it's kind of like a lookout post. It's not really necessary, but it just, like I said, was saying, added some variety. You can see the other houses in the distance. But yeah, just a little lookout right there. But yeah, that's basically this portion of the village. You've got a house over here, house there, and then just connecting areas. So these places that connect, you either need to make large or simple. So you can't, I found that I don't like having a house here and that branches off into other things. It looks kind of funny, so I just have a platform here. And then there's a kind of simple, I think this might be a house. It might have like a connection to another building. I'm not sure. I might like poke out and make another house over here. But then there's this that connects to this little area. And then that one goes over to this larger one. See, this one, you could put a house inside here and then just have a kind of walkway around the house to get to these other bridge portions. And that might look alright. I might do something like that later. But for now, I just did kind of a little area. It's not going to have any function. It's just going to look good. I am kind of rambling now, so I think that's my cue to move on to the next area. I think I'm only going to do like 1 or 2 more little branchings, at least for now. I don't really want to make this too large because I want to include a jungle temple somewhere. Some subscriber suggested I try doing one of those, so I will. That's actually kind of a cool cave that I didn't notice. Yeah, I'll add a jungle temple somewhere in this jungle. I might have a little path going through here over to a jungle temple over there. But yeah, I don't want to add too much and then not have any room for anything more. So I think actually that might look cool. Have like a bridge, a really freaking long one that branches out clear over here. So there's a house on this one. Instead of branching from over there, it goes from the main area. We'll see how that looks, and then yeah, okay. So let's try adding a house there, and then I think maybe bridge out to this one. We're gonna have to delete some leaves and stuff, but we'll put maybe a platform or a house right here, and then branching off into another one on one of these. I think maybe this one. And then I think that'll do it for this village. I'm gonna need to furnish, kind of. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put anything over here. I might put some like little booths, like it's a marketplace or something in this area, and then I'll just put like simple bed and kitchenettes and stuff in the small houses. But yes, I will do a long bridge out to this one, and then a little bit more over here, and then I think I will cut back and we'll furnish. So I will see you in a second.